Let's start by finding a comfortable seated position. It can be cross-legged or on your knees, anything that feels comfortable in your body today. And I invite you to bring your hands to your heart if that feels comfortable, and close your eyes. Today's practice is a grounding practice, so I invite you to tune into your body, into the earth holding you. Maybe you can grow a little bit taller from your spine and imagine roots going from the top of your head to the ground, deep down to the earth. Taking the time to arrive here on your mat. Feeling held by nature, by the ground, supporting you no matter where you are. Breathing in into your nose and out to your nose. You can drop your hands to your knees, and you can keep your eyes closed or open, your decision, and start giving some shoulder rolls up, forward, and back. Up, forward, and back, opening, starting to move slowly into your body. And maybe you change direction, up, forward, and down. Giving some gentle movement to wake up your body. Without controlling too much, see if you can relax on the way down, like if you're dropping slowly. Come back to center. We'll give some wrist rolls, some circumductions, turning one way and the other. Just see how it feels. Doesn't have to be too controlled. Just warming up our wrists. And I'll meet you in cat-cow. Tuning into your breath. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, press into your hands to an angry cat pose. Inhale, arch your back. Open your chest. Exhale, press and round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open, and start to flow with your own breath. See how that feels following your breath. Giving some love into your spine, some juice to start moving today. Sometimes we forget how we are always in automatic mode and our bodies just do whatever we ask them to do. And we forget to realize that we need to take care of our own body. And Your next exhale, come back to center. See if you're crunching in the neck. Maybe look in between your hands so you have a nice long straight line. And open your arm, right arm to the side. And we're gonna do thread the needle. So bring your right arm all the way down below your left arm and come and lay your shoulder, your right shoulder blade and shoulder into the ground. And start breathing here. Maybe you feel it a little or a lot stretching into your upper arm, shoulder blade. And if you wanted to challenge it a little bit more, bring your left arm on top of you. But if that's too much, always come back to what feels good. And breathe here. It's really good to release tensions in your shoulders. And as you probably know, we tend to stock a lot of tension there. A couple of more breaths here. If you had your hand on top of you, bring it back under your shoulder, press back, open your right arm once more, and come back to center. Going to the left side, open your left arm to the sky without spinning too much. And exhale, thread the needle below your right arm and lay your shoulder on the ground. You can close your eyes, relax here, connect to the ground. And if you feel you need a little extra, put your right hand on top of you and breathe here. Feel the gentle stretch on the left side of your body. See if you can engage your lower abdomen a little so you're not just flopping everything down. One more breath here. If you had your hand on top of you, bring it back below your shoulder and press back into tabletop position. Move your hands forward to the top of your mat and press back to child's pose. Take a moment here. Maybe you roll your head side to side so you give your forehead a little massage. That's always nice. I love to do that. Come to stillness. Child's pose, it's a resting pose, so anytime you feel like you need a moment for yourself, even outside of this class, any time of your day, it's always a good moment for you to recenter and give your head a rest. Come back into tabletop position. Inhale here, tuck your toes under, and on your next exhale, press up and back into your first downward facing dog. And start to paddle your feet, stretching into the hamstrings. Your gaze is in between your feet. You're not holding into your neck. Press into your hands firmly. Or maybe you find stillness in your down dog. Maybe you look from side to side. And come into stillness. Take a couple of breaths here. Your sit bones shine to the sky. Maybe you bend your knees to find more length into your spine. Inhale, rise your left leg up. And exhale, bring your left foot in between your hands into a low lunge, lower your back knee, untuck your toe. Inhale, bring your arms up into low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Breathe here. Find your center. See if you're dumping all your weight in your front leg. See if you can engage your lower abdomen and your tailbone down. So you find an activation into your full body. Arms up. You can look straight in front of you, or you can look up if that feels comfortable in your neck. And if you want to find a little bit more challenge, I invite you to tuck your toes under and see if you can lift your back leg up to find your center. Bend your knee slightly, and without moving, see if you can extend your leg here into our high lunge. How does that feel here? And to bring a little more challenge, we're gonna tap into the ground for 5, 4, you can do it, 3, 2, and 1. Lower into low lunge. Bring your hands to the ground and press back to downward facing dog. Shake your legs. Maybe you feel a little bit more worked on your left side. Take a breath here and breath out, maybe from your mouth. Inhale, bring your right leg up. And on your next exhale, bring your right foot in between your hands. Lower your back knee. Untuck your toes. Inhale, low lunge. And relax here. Connect to your breath. Feel your center. Feel the ground beneath you, holding into a grounding Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Tuck your toes under and see if you want to lift up into a high lunge. If you don't feel like it, that's okay, just stay low and come into a high lunge here. See that your knee is on top of your ankle. If you feel wobbling, that's okay, or if not, you can widen your stance so you find more balance. And if you're up for the next challenge, we'll start tapping the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and 1. Lower into your low lunge. Bring your hand framing your front foot. Inhale here. And exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Take a moment here. On your next inhale, come into a high plank. You're strong. Say it to yourself, I am strong. And exhale, lower your knees. Press down into a tricep press. A low, straight back, everything comes down together and touches at the same time. Inhale into a baby cobra and get your glutes. And exhale, lower to the floor. Maybe you help yourself with a little cushion, or maybe you just relax directly onto the floor. Just having a little moment with you and the floor. Which will always be here to support you. And when you feel ready, you come into a Sphinx pose. Bring your arms parallel in front of you. You can even hold onto your opposite elbows. See if your your elbows are shoulder width, arms parallel in front of you, palms wide open, and start pushing and pressing into the ground, opening your heart in front of you, and engage your glutes. Also, so you're protecting your lower back. You're not just dumping here, but press up, forward, engage the glutes, and your gaze is in between your hands, so you're not crunching your neck. I just see a little worm going in front of me. This is so funny. I was like, oh, maybe that's a snake, but it is not. It's just a worm. I'm fine. Breathe here, in and out from the nose. It's winter time here, but you never know, like everybody is looking to expose themselves into the sun. This class is coming to an end, so I invite you now to relax into another neutral spine. Maybe you bump your hips left and right, giving yourself a little massage for your lower back. When you're ready, press back into tabletop and bumps your hips to one side or the other and comes to a sitting position. Bring your hands in front of you and slowly start to lower into the ground. See if you can hold it at the very last moment, engaging your core, and relax into the floor, the ground. Plant your feet into the ground, close to your sit bones. Palm of the hands pushing on the ground. And we'll come into a bridge pose. Inhale here. And on the next exhale, press up with your palms and engage your glute into your bridge pose. Breathe here, a couple of breaths here. Engage a little bit more, see if you can go higher. Even if you think if you're high enough, go a little bit higher. And start to relax, roll your back slowly into the ground, into a straight spine. Maybe you windshield wiper your legs from one side to the other. Bring your knees into center, into the chest, and roll from one side to the other. Maybe you do some circles, holding your knees with your hands. One side and then the other. And when you're ready, place your hands on your thighs, behind your knees, and start to rock and roll on the floor, up and down, finding some playful moments in your practice, and come into a seated position. Grounding again. After this practice, bring your hands to your heart center and close your eyes if that's okay for you. And notice how do you feel now from the beginning of this class. Can you notice any difference, any switch? Feel your sit bones on the floor, supported. Your spine is tall. Let's take a last inhale together and sigh it out. Inhale here. Open your eyes, relax your hands. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you did, subscribe, leave a comment below, and see you next Sunday at 10 a.m. Swiss time. Namaste.